Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm back. So today, we're going to be talking about some gospel. We're going to apply this to your life. We're going to give you a little bit of motivation, a little bit of juice, a little bit of energy. We had that spring equinox just hit. Yeah, it feels pretty fucking great, doesn't it? The sun's out, the birds are chirping, the squirrels are in the trees fucking. They are putting in wild work outside. Right now, I can see them through the window. My dog is going ballistic most of the time, but he's been sedated. So, let's talk about the Gospel of Thomas real quick. There's this beautiful line, and if you have the Gospel of Thomas, this is going to be line 31, okay? Jesus said, "No prophet is appreciated in their hometown. Physicians don't heal those that know them." And you know, what did he mean by this? Is he kind of talking that everybody in the world, we're all healers, we're all physicians? Or is he talking about our own spiritual gifts? Every single person, yes, you have a spiritual gift. You have a gift to share with the world. And so Dr. J is saying that those people that are physicians, those people that are healers, they're never truly appreciated in their hometown. So let's break that down. What does he mean by hometown? Because I've struggled with this a lot in my life. I think most people have. Pretty much everybody. Right? From the time you're born, you start going through this thing called the school system. You have parents. They watch over you your entire life. You have siblings. You have relatives. You have all these childhood influences. These influences. And most of the time we think they're good influences. But sometimes we have to take a step back. And we have to look at them and say, wait a minute. They're the ones that shape my reality. And I've kind of let them dictate my life. Have you let them dictate your life? Because I've let them dictate my life. I've decided the career path that was best for me based off what other people told me when I was young. How many people, raise of hands, have done something like that? I hear it all the time. People say, oh, well, that makes the most money, so I'm going to go do this. Oh, well, they said that I'll fail if I do that. That's only for the select few, so I'm not going to go do that. But if your heart is telling you to go do it, then you should probably go do it. And I think this is what Dr. J is getting at. He's saying that part of yourself, that prophet part of yourself that has that divine gift is never appreciated by the people around you because the people around you have perception of who you are. And they tell you who you are. But in reality, they don't know who you are. You probably don't even know who you are. The only person that knows who that is the guy above. And he's the one that decides what you should probably be doing while you're stuck here in this realm for a very short amount of time. The one thing, that amazing gift that we all have, what is it? What is it that you're supposed to do? Are you going to listen to the people around you? Or are you going to listen to the guy upstairs? Are you going to let the perceptions of people that think they know you dictate what you do with your life? Or are you going to take a step back and get some perspective? Okay? So, how does all of this sort of play throughout our life? I want to get into some vibrational shit. I want to get a little weird, a little out there, because that's you know, it's fun. It's fun. But this one's going to be relatively short. So let's move on. Perception, perspective. Perception is if we just stay within ourselves our entire lives, and other people stay within themselves. Perspective is the ability to take your own consciousness and throw it into somebody else's shoes. So you look at somebody else's life, and you may not agree with everything they're doing, but if you were to put yourself inside of their mind, maybe you would view their life a little bit differently. You would see why they're taking the path that they're taking. And that path is their path to walk. So who are you to judge that path? You shouldn't judge that path. No one should judge anyone else's path. And this is what Dr. J is getting at. He's saying in your hometown, you get awfully comfortable being told what to do by people because they're so close to you. I mean, I love my parents. They're the closest things I have in my entire life. I love my friends. I love my siblings, my relatives. But these people, because of the closeness that they are to you, are very comfortable telling you who you are. They don't know. Okay? And a lot of times people, unless they do a lot of internal spiritual work or shadow work, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, all right, they are not going to step out of their own shoes and try yours on. They're not going to appreciate your gift because they'd rather you do exactly the thing that they, in their own perception, believe you should be doing. Because then they don't have to change anything in their own reality. Think about it. We all paint a picture of life, of what everyone else around us should do. And that fits into our little game of life. Everyone's got their own spots. Oh, you go here, you go here, you go here. And when people start to have their own thoughts, their own intuition guide them, and they change what they're doing compared to what you think they should be doing, that change is uncomfortable. But change is not bad. It's good. It's good, especially if you're the person that's changing. You want to be doing something mystical and magical and amazing that will change the world for everybody. But a lot of times, we don't fucking do it because we're scared. We're scared of the judgment. We're scared of guilt, of fear, of shame, of being judged, of breaking free from the mold of society that they've put on us, the chains that bind us, the subjugation of the family, of the friends, of the siblings, of the, hey, go do this, go get that degree. In this family, we're all doctors. In this family, we're all lawyers. We've all heard these stories before. Maybe not the exact words, doctor, lawyer, technician, whatever the fuck it is, but we've heard it before. We've heard the whole rhetoric of, hey, you're gonna go do this because I want you to do this. Okay, guys? So let's take a page out of Dr. J's book and realize that we need to take back our power. I'm not saying you have to shut your family away. I'm not saying that at all. I spend every single day, I go and visit my family. I love them to death. I love my brother to death. I love, hanging out with my boys to death, my dog. I'm not going to get rid of people because they judge the way I live my life. But what I will do is set boundaries. That's the message I want you to carry out of this one. Set the boundaries of, hey, you know what? This is my life, and this is what my heart is telling me to do. We need to start listening to our heart, not just listening to the wallet. Because most of the time, the boxes people put us in is based out of fear. It's based out of fear of, oh my God, but if you don't do this, you're gonna go broke. You're not gonna have enough money. How are you gonna live? And you know what I say to those people? Back the fuck up! That's your perception. Damn, that's crazy. You think I'm gonna go broke doing something that God told me to do? That's wild. That's insane. He already promised me abundance. That's up here, baby. If you love it, and if you are willing to chase it, then on the other side of that is abundance. It is bliss. It is joy. It is everything you could possibly want in life and then some. But that is on the other side of breaking free of other people's perceptions and gaining your own perspective, which is the ability to step into other people's shoes and saying, you know what? Everybody's going through their own life path. Everybody's got their own shit going on. So what is the one thing I have that I can offer, the gift I can give if everybody was a stranger? Right? Ask yourself that question. If everybody was a stranger and nobody knew you, what would be your gift? What would you share with them? What would you want to do? And I see this all the time. Little bit about myself real quick, guys. I'm a fucking nerd. All right? I got a potty mouth. I'm a little bit of a sailor. I'm a little out there. I'm a little crazy, okay? But sometimes in my downtime, one of the things I enjoy doing the most is I love League of Legends, all right? I love video games. And I watch some of these channels of these guys and they just play games. And you know what? I'll sit there. I'll watch it. I'll watch some Asmongold. I don't give a shit because I enjoy doing it. And so that is something that a lot of times, if you were a kid and you know had that conversation with your parents and you're saying, hey, I want to be a streamer. I want to make videos online. I want to play video games and get paid to do it. I want to make music videos. I want to do reaction videos. I want to do this because my heart is telling me to do it. A lot of the times in life, people, your parents, your siblings, your teachers, whatever it may be, from a very young age are going to tell you, no, don't do that. Go off to school. Go do that until you're 22 and then get on the hamster wheel, you know, go play the grown-up Monopoly game that steals all of your energy from you and you're not actually happy doing the things you're doing because you're just doing it for money. You're doing it out of fear, okay? So step into what you truly love doing. Ask yourself the simple question, guys, the takeaway question for this one. If no one knew you, if everyone was a stranger, what would be your gift? What would be the thing you share? That's what you're supposed to do. And you got Dr. J's permission to do it. You got God's permission to do it. And those are the only voices we should be listening to, for the most part. Okay, guys? I love you. See you tomorrow.